Uh, Time for more Monster Hunter. I'm gonna hunt you. I'm your fucking dad now. I'm gonna hunt your mom. That's the opposite of the anti-Donna bit. Because they're your mom now. They're your mom. They're gonna fuck your dad. Have I already been demonetized yet? Yes? No? Might be a good thing no one's watching. Might be a good thing no one's watching. No one has to know I said that. Okay. Alright. But yep, just back to some Monster Hunter. You ready to be hunted? You ready to be hunted, son? Oh no, Paula. Paula has been witness to my crimes. I know what I have to do. I'm sorry, little one. Hey, Paula, I hope you've had a good day. My day was but, you know, what else is new? So, with that in mind, we're gonna truck along. I really need to, you know... I'm not actually really counting on my writing shit to go anywhere real quick, but I do still want to, like, get it done and get it out. Just so I'm selling something that maybe could help me turn things around. That would be nice. It'd also be nice because then I can focus on other projects on top of just writing the next one and yada yada yada. But I still have a dozen or so images to draw for a book before that comes out, so no doing yet. But yeah, I hope everyone's had a good day. We are gonna get straight into some Monster Hunter. I'm very excited for Wild. I was trying to look up because I think the beta, I didn't know if the beta was out when I streamed this last night. But it is out now, if I'm not mistaken. And like I do not I was wondering, I was like, hey, are like the Monster Hunter Rise cutscenes back where they do a little like poem, little build up for the monster as it shows kind of a little cutscene and everything. And I didn't really find anything for that, but also I kind of figured it's just like it's the beta. So even if there is in the final game, they might not have put it in for their testing. They might just have been like, no, very bare bones here. I do think there's some cutscenes, but I'm not going to be surprised if it's not all cinematic. If it's not all cinnamon fanatic. I like cinnamon. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, I feel like what was I thinking of? The probably the best thing I could do, and I've probably said this before, to get out of any ruts I'm in, is get a remote job. Because going out and being messed with by people really takes it out of me. So, I think a remote job would be better for managing my energy, but I also know that it's not exactly an easy thing to grab, so probably not getting that anytime soon. But you know, it's chill. And I do things like draw and stream, so that does help perk me. It puts a pep in my step. Creative outlets are always good for that. Whether you do them, you know, regularly or rarely. As a passion or a as a passion or as a just a hobby. This one. I don't want your water resist. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that ice resist. This Wolfman is giving me the cold shoulder. Alright. Let's go hunt a lycanthrope. A lunagaaron. See? Oh, well, I guess I was wrong. A lunagaaron has been attacking nearby villages. The knights dispatched to intercept it have all come back severely injured. Go with Hurain and deal with it immediately. You have your orders. Get it done. You better get your act together or you won't live to see retirement. Oh.
Pale moonlight barely breaking through the clouds. A creature wanders restlessly through the darkness, stepping firmly, never dropping its pace. Its entire body honed to perfection. Finally, the clouds split apart, and the moon reveals itself. Silver light illuminates the land and the mountains. It dances, it runs, it trembles with unbridled power, and with an entranced roar, it shows its true form.
Moonlight Nocturne. Isn't what the fucking... Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that isn't that just saying moonlight nighttime? Maybe I'm dumb. There's every possibility I'm really dumb. But also consider maybe they weren't thinking when they gave him a funny little subtitle. Funny little title. I forget because they have said that there will be like NPCs you can hunt with in Wilds, and I forget if when I heard that if I was thinking of the of Sunbreak, because like that's the case here. But and I'm pretty not yet. But when I definitely remember when I heard it announced for Wilds, my immediate fear was like, oh, I hope you can turn that off. Like if I'm hunting solo, I want to hunt solo. Like, don't get me wrong, options are always good, absolutely, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, like, no, that shouldn't be a feature, period. I'm saying, oh lord, let me turn it off. Honestly, I care about... I've talked enough about the Palicos speaking clear English, but if I'm being real, the thing I actually want to be... the thing I actually want toggleable is, good for you, Hurain. I wasn't listening. But yeah, the thing I actually care about, the thing I actually want to be toggleable, is NPC helpers. 100%. Hey, partner! No! God, no! Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. I've made an awful mistake. This is a dead end. What's the fucking walking? Isn't the Walking Dead thing like? Don't open. It's supposed to say don't open dead inside. But doesn't it end up looking like don't dead open inside? Graphic design is my passion. I feel like everyone makes, jokes about good old Sausalele, if you've seen that image. But don't dead open inside. It really fucks with your brain much more. Like, you know. Not to be the authority on how to read things. Sorry, dyslexic people. No. Not to be the authority on how to read things, but I don't know. I think the whole double sale sign works much better than the Walking Dead door. Just naturally. Here's the thing, right? You probably wouldn't like those. I think both of those have been around long enough on the internet that lots of people have seen them. Like maybe not an older generation. But it would be cool to run an experiment on those two specific images. Kind of demonstrating the same problem. And see which one people read correctly the first time, like more often. How many people read one correctly more so than the other? Oh, also, I did not take take your medicine, chat. This is just me. I say medicine as I chug these in Monster Hunter, but that's just how I drink caffeine throughout the day.
That seems quite valuable.
I think there was. Speaking of internet trends, which I know everyone loves to see, loves to talk about, but
By mystery. We need to stay alert.
speaking of internet trends, hello? Oh, well, this will be interesting. Any chance there's a turf war?
Hope you're ready.
Chance to test my skill. The target is
he tried not to care for a minute.
proud and mounts that monster.
That sounded, listen, I don't want to make everything sexual,
Perfect timing.
but Furain saying make me proud and mount that monster. I don't know, there's something there. I think there's something there, and I think it's not just me hearing it.
Who's up for what?
Failure is not an option.
Also, this is a big Barrioth.
Hooray.
This is a distressingly large Barrioth, I gotta say. Nothing will ever beat that legendary Plesioth. Me, Nobu, and Stealth fought, but sweet lord.
You sure know how to control a monster.
Don't take this personal.
Again, Furain, sounding a little weird. I don't know if I like how you comment on my monster handling skills. I don't like how I said monster handling skills, honestly. Also, switch my hammer modes. I don't know what yellow's good for, but at least for me, I prefer blue.
I thrive on the back.
Sir, come back here. He a wooed.
Hope you're ready.
Also, Mr. Lunagaaron here is definitely more of a wolfman than a werewolf. Given that he never really goes into the man part. This is as mannish as I would say he gets,
Many a night.
and he's still very much a wolf.
You're all patched up.
Oh, thank you.
Say goodbye.
Pig! Excuse me, excuse me, lunagaaron. Lunagaaron, excuse me. Excuse me. Curse you, Bell! I hereby vow you will rue this day. Lord, can I just play Elden Ring again? Behold, a true Drake Knight, and I, Egon, your fears may manifest. Solid as scale you may be, monster, but I hereby vow I will pierce your ragged hide with a hail of harpoons. Fucking, I would just be playing Elden Ring again. That's why I need to work from home. To be playing Elden Ring. Also, oh! I just realized. Fucking, why do I do that? Also, it's not letting me cancel raid. Unrecognized command. It's not. Oh, that's because I didn't use the command. Okay, my bad. Also, yeah. Oh wow, my whole stream is broken, huh? Curse you, Bale! Also, you got it, Max. Fantastic, Mr. Pig. I did see what you were playing, Pig. You were playing retro-ass Alien 3. I remember... Fucking... Who even cares about you fucking guys? I am... Give me 1 second, Max. Who has ever cared about Remobras? Or whatever the hell you're called in Monster Hunter? Fucking no one. Curse you, Bale! There we go. But I was playing Voyager 19 was pretty good. Oh, that's right! I forgot you said that too. Well, I hope you enjoyed both of those. Welcome on in, folks. If you don't know me, I'm Cahill. I'm an artist and an animator. I like to play games here. Everything from, you know, your action adventure games to your to your good old fashioned platformers. I am hunting some monsters. One might say I'm even monster hunting today. Not just your typical, you know, Rathaloses and Rathali, Rathula, but also classic monsters such as Dracula and the Wolfman. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter? Yeah, Snake. Monster Hunter. You crossed over with that, right? No, Otacon. You're thinking of Big Boss. Oh, right, you two are different characters. Yeah. He's already asleep. Also, hi, Max. Also, sure. Let's see. Can I actually do this? We will see. Hey, that worked. Nice. Make sure the wake up hit was actually the explosions. Oh, fuck. Yeah, lunagaaron's cool. I was about to ask, do we even have any mammalian monsters? There's probably a few, but there's not a category for it. Because, like, everyone says, like, oh, yeah, lunagaaron is an ogre. They're dogs. These aren't dogs. Technically, no. And I'm not trying to enforce our somewhat admittedly flawed, if maybe a little more accurate, categorizing system onto the Monster Hunter world. But I do think things covered in scales and things covered in fur are you know, separate class. All lay eggs, according to stories. Oh, well, that's just because stories is a Pokemon alike, and you can't show. It's fucking you, Max. You got me thinking about live monster birth again, and I died. What are you gonna do about that? Also, let's see. What is lunagaaron categorized as? Lunagaaron is categorized as a fanged wyvern. So would fanged wyverns just be the thing where it's like this is mammalian looking and in structure, but is covered in scales? Because I was like, I realized Magnamalo's a fanged wyvern too, and Toby. Yeah, I think fanged beast would be all we got. Excuse me again. Don't accuse me. Cahill, listen. If you've thought about live monster birth other than right now, then that death was not on me. Carding from my live monster birth. That's what happens when something goes wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm already apologizing. Hi, Gold. I hope you didn't hear that last joke. Lord, I'm not gonna repeat it. Listen, all I'm going to say is that I feel like you instead of saying carding for Monster Hunter, you could also say miscarriage. And that's all I'm going to say. There is a carriage. There were mistakes. Think it best I don't. Yeah. The wordplay is ended. That is the end of the bit. Oh, that's good. So no one heard that joke I just made. No one at all. You know, weirdly topical. Not to what I was just talking about, more so to the time of year. You know how everyone in their life has pointed out that thanks to the internet, like, no one ever can run for public office ever again, because all of this will get brought up, right? Is that the case? Would that be the case with, like, a stand-up comedian? You know? Like, let's say a well-respected and admired stand-up comedian has done some darker bits in their day. But after a bit of retiring, they decide to go into politics. That would be an awful way to retire, but just go with the fiction for a minute. Would their stand-up bits be used against them in the same way that someone's internet history might be? Honestly, we don't know, and frankly, I'm okay with that. I don't think we need any more comedians in comedy. They're all a bunch of comedians. Am I right? Yeah, this is why I don't do stand-up comedy. Actively why I've avoided doing stand-up comedy. Here's the thing. I don't know if I've ever told this story. And Lord in heaven hopes that no one will ever find whatever evidence of it remains. But I do not want to be sharpening right now. No, no, nope, nope. We are starting over. I don't care. How long have we been streaming? 30 minutes? I don't care. I don't care. Nope, I don't care. That was a bad run. That was a bad... I don't need 2 carts over dumb mistakes. Especially when that second one was the classic Monster Hunter thing of like, no, I didn't actually mean to use my item, and this is a bad item to be using right now. I refuse. I actively refuse. You can't make me. No. No, I don't want to be eating my Joey beans right now. No. But yeah, I did. There was a talent show at my college, which I think was the only talent show I've ever the only talent show I've ever participated in at any of my schools I've ever gone to, and I've gone to a few schools in my day. And I decided to do a stand-up comedy routine for it, and it went decently well. Paula, you doing that made me remember that Max redeemed Parrot, and I was afraid we didn't have a parrot. I was so afraid we didn't have a parrot. Talent show live on stream. Well, I hate that. I hate that phrasing of it. I do hate that phrasing of it, but I will do my best. Oh, but let's see. Let's see. I did that one last time. I don't... I don't know the last time I did this one, so I'll give it a shot. And also, it kind of fits the move of Elgato. Why would you not have a parrot? Because I'm dumb, Max. Because I'm a big dummy boo who doesn't remember to do stuff. Kitten messed up. Punish Kitten. Alright. Running down to Cuba with a load of sugar. Roll me boys to Cuba. Make a run, you lime juice squeezes. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. I've got a sister, she's 9 feet tall. Way me boys to Cuba. She sleeps in the kitchen with her feet in the hall. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. Give me a girl can dance fandango. Way me boys to Cuba. Round as a melon and sweet as a mango. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. Load the sugar and homeward go. Way me boys to Cuba. Mr. Mate, he told me so. Running down to Cuba. Way me boys to Cuba. Running down to Cuba. I don't like that Somnicanth is the one who's here now. That's worse.
Let us finish what we started in the shrine rooms.
And also on that last quest that you really just fucked up. Hey Kale, remember that last quest? The one where you really fucked it. Yeah, let's not do that this time, okay? I've got a cool-ass knight reputation to uphold. Maybe you don't just absolutely mess this up for me. How about that? I don't know what kind of 2-bit hick village you come from in the Monster Hunter world, but I'm a knight from the kingdom, so maybe you don't screw it up for me. Okay. Wow, Furain, you're getting really mean about this. I'm just saying. My reputation is on the line. And I don't need you just really blowing it for me. with my superiors and or the king. I mean, I'm gonna do. I have a pretty good track record so far outside. You know, like everyone has their good days and their bad days. Well, how about we not make this a bad day, okay? Like, damn, Furion, have you even considered that you might mess up? I would never mess up. There is no proof. There's no proof of me ever mismanaging a Monster Hunter mission. Cahill, are you blowing it? I blowed it past tense. Trom. This is the one where I won't blow it, especially because Furain, who previously I thought was chill, is putting on a lot of pressure for me not to blow it. After carnage ways. Yeah, Cahill. How about before you come for me and my attitude right now, you look back on the video evidence we have of you carting twice in Monster Hunter, and really bad jokes you told while doing it. I fucking... Damn, here. I mean... Like, all respect to knights and stuff, but, like... Fucking, you don't have to come for, like, the entertainment aspect of it. Oh, is that what you call it? Okay, Furain. You know what? If you get in trouble at some point tonight, I have no... Do not expect me to bail you out. I would never. Again, there is no way that I, a royal knight of the order with an impeccable record, would ever blow a simple mission like this one. Physically impossible. I made a promise to my commanding officer, Sir Elton John, who is also a knight, that this mission would go off without a hitch, and that's how it's going to go. Fucking, that's all most Twitch streamers. Paula.
Our target is surrounded by mystery. We need to stay alert.
Hey, Wolfman! Oh, wait. What? Let me charge.
Target has been spotted. You won't escape this time.
Damn it! Ow. Haha, loser.
Hope you're ready.
Look.
You tick me off now.
He has ticked me off. I was literally about to ask, hey, are there ticks in Monster Hunter? Forgetting that Monster Hunter ticks is what the story of Sunbreak revolves around.
Hope you're ready.
Also, you know, after completing, what was I thinking of? After completing Rise's base game story, and then and now being in Sunbreak, I do gotta say, I think Sunbreak kind of does it better. And by it, I do mean, you know, like, the one twist Monster Hunter does. Just in general.
You tick me off now.
We should be careful.
I think,
More aggressive this time.
just in general, I think Sunbreak kind of pulls off the whole monster mystery aspect in a better fashion. IMO. Breaking his skull on a castle wall. No, Lord, I did not mean to do that. Honestly, unironically, based on what, like, Paulo was saying, whenever I'm getting knocked around, in Monster Hunter, all I can think is, wow, this must be really good armor. Like, just given the gameplay of Monster Hunter and the nature of the human body, I just tend to think that, well, I'm not dead, but this breastplate must be immaculate.
Let's see how you
My chassis must be built like a brick shithouse to be surviving things like this. Like I'm currently walking around in the type of technology that they used to preserve the Mona Lisa. Nothing is going to be able to damage me in this. And then, you know, much like a piece of Iron Man armor. Oh Lord, you've got to be kidding me. It's like a piece of Iron Man armor. The level of defense doesn't genuinely change as much as just the abilities it has in combat. Ha! Get mined, idiot. That was my cat. Alright, Somnicanth. Make yourself useful for once. Fuck up this dog, man. Oh, isn't that a new movie coming out? Like the Captain Underpants spin-off? And I don't just say that because it's made by the same author, but because I think legitimately in fiction, Dogman is written by the kids in Captain Underpants. Which I think is a cool way to, you know, continue your work as a children's author without just doing the same exact series. I fucking knew. Every time I'm in the air, they roar. I am in front of him. I'd rather not be. I was about to comment on how I think I've gotten free meal on every single one of my first aid meds. The streak is broken. You've got to be kidding me. I can't fucking believe that. That's wild. That's insane that that just happened. I might have a mental break. Paula might be right. Oh, no, Max. Max was the one who said that. Paula said I would break my neck. And those are, of course, different things. Your mind can break without your neck breaking. And vice versa. For anyone who wanted a little anatomy lesson. Up, up, up. Lord. I feel like I'm going crazy in the day-to-day. You know what I'm saying? What's up? Struggle. There's one guy who's posted videos of, he did this a while ago, but he posted videos to that audio where he just progressively got more insane with his movements, and it made me chuckle. What was I thinking of? Yeah, I always get grumpy whenever whenever I take a cart, specifically because the monster decided to stun me at arguably the worst moment. As I'm actively trying to take actions to not cart. Hey, those were some nice hits. He lined up pretty well with that. It did hurt. Look at those yellow numbers. I do not like his little stabby moves. Oh, thank you. I remember seeing a different video online. This one actually related to what we're doing on stream, which was like how smart the NPC hunters are in this in Sunbreak. Like, because the person had a build centered around putting monsters to sleep and then using barrel bombs, and the NPC hunter kept like doing that. They followed the plan. Oh, look who's so done now, stupid idiot. And I don't know if anyone saw, but Furain, for all the sass she's given me, she did and I did take a cart. Oh lord.
Are you suffering from some sort of ailment?
I'm Furain, I'm always suffering from some sort of ailment. But yeah, she set down a trap to get some hits in, and then she stood behind it in relation to the monster. Well, that was pretty cool. And you're genuinely better than some actual players. Yeah, I think Stealth would agree with you on that.
My victory is... Wind has shifted directions. This can't be good. Let us hurry.
Bitch, I can't feel the wind. Can you paint with all the colors of a wind? I can't sing that song because Furain is literally dressed like the bad guy from Pocahontas. Sorry, Furain, you know it's true. Oh, I got big hits on that one. Don't you Sonic the Hedgehog me, you blur motherfucker.
Here comes the pain.
Kingdom sends regard.
Hope you're ready.
Hey! Nice range on that one. We love the range. Yeah, I'm not cutting any tails with the hammer, but that's fine. Lunagaaron is cool, but I don't think I'm about to craft any of his armor. Frankly.
This is what being a royal knight is all about.
I'm bringing him back to the last area because there were wall boys over there.
My victory is a
I'm gonna hit his butt, which is not how you're supposed to play hammer, but oh, he turned towards me. That works. Listen, if you're gonna make my strategy work for me, I don't even gotta play. I don't even gotta play Lunagaaron. You've decided to jump off a cliff just for me, and I can work with that. Oh, I just remembered. I have a little toy. Ah, beans. I've never been clear on how the marionette spiders work. Got that to work with a hunt on the hunt with gold last night. But clearly I was not doing so hot with it here. Oopsie. There he goes. Oh, that's nice.
Don't take this personal.
Did Furain cut the tail? I don't see a tail bit around here. Press the button again and yank the monster towards you. Okay, gotcha. That was I know that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to use it to kind of help slam it into the wall and stun it. I forgot the button. Forget blood. Don't stab me. Don't lust from from full mother, full mother, full. I mean, it is kind of full mother, full mother alchemist. Yeah, don't lust from Full Metal Alchemist stab me. I don't like associating you. White?
One step back.
Fucking white? I was not that low. That's horse apples.
Even the proudest of knights stumble.
I'm upset. I'm very upset at Lunagaaron right now. I am not happy with him. Like, I am just kind of messing around as I do this fight. Not to make excuse for myself, but still.
Gotta stay sharp.
He has... I was not aware I was in any mortal danger like that. That is too much for me, frankly. Nope, he's coming here. Hey, revenge tour, idiot. Aw, oh, beans, I whiffed.
Take me off now.
What?
I'd be proud to hear it.
Thank you.
Lorraine's legitimately been doing a better job than I am. I was making her out to be a bully, but she's doing better. Is it bullying if she's right?
Hey,
Stop yelling.
Keep an eye on its movements.
this is gonna hurt. You take me off now. Look out.
I do not remember him being able to throw rocks. Just in general.
Take this person off.
Like, granted, most creatures have move throw rock, but I would say most monster hunter monsters don't tend to use it. Wasn't thinking of. I know Gos Harag does. I know
See how you handle this.
Rajang does. That's all I can think. The big burly boys, not slim fellas like this guy. Slim dog fellas.
I'll show you what I'm really proud of.
The monster's targeting you. Don't take this personal.
There we go.
It's vulnerable. Attack!
On it. I would love it if this guy would die.
Here comes the pain.
I have moments of competency in this game. I will say.
Don't take this personal.
It's kind of blind luck, if I'm being honest. Is he leaving?
It's reloaded.
Coward!
After it.
You get back here and let me kill you. Looking, I feel like I've mentioned Scott Falco's Monster Hunter videos before. And I do love in his world video that he starts with an animation of him hunting a monster. And he's like, it's limping! Now's our chance! And it feels very mean. Sir, consider. Perish! I could also just be using like more flash bombs and shit. If I want him to be hitting me less. Yeah, so you yelled twice in a row. That's not... I never like when that's the case.
I've hit upon a strategy.
A strategy, you say?
Here comes the pain.
Did she just go get Somnicanth? I do like it when the partners do that. It's very fun. There she is. Hi, Purine. Man, I'm sorry I made you out to be a bully. You're really cool.
Kick me off now.
Getting a bit too now's your chance.
Hey, I even stunned him. Really? He moved out of the way for my big hit. Okay, big hit time. Mash A button. Uh-oh. I have lost sight of him.
You're done for. Here comes the pain.
Oh, that was a good pun. Man, I do kind of love Furain. I remember her being cool yeah, when I wasn't playing Rise. Now I'm back here, and she is cool.
You kick me off now.
Okay.
Brace yourself.
Could you get knocked the hell out for like a minute?
Hope you're ready.
Hey, I kind of finessed that. He said rocks, and I said flying! Rock type is weak to flying type. Historically. That's the old saying, 2 stones, 1 bird.
I will suffer you no longer.
Listen, I got all my hits in. That's all I care about. I'm doing the damage. Oh, he's limping? You fucking get back here. I refuse to allow you to get away. Unacceptable. I do still feel I mentioned her saying weird things before, and I will add that her complimenting my whetstone. Not not something that usually comes up in conversation, but you know. Maybe that's how they do it in Elgato. We did not already use our barrel bombs. Let's see if I can do this again. Probably not, because Somnicanth is here.
Ready to detonate. Put down a bomb.
There we go.
My victory is as certain as your defeat.
Hey, I got him.
Victory.
Piece of cake.
Thanks, Furain.
Today
You're
was
not
well
as
spent.
You're not as bad as I thought you were. And you know what, Dylan? I've learned that we all take things at our own speed. I'm sure you'll be the best hunter of all of us sometime. No, I'm just feeding into my insecurities. Now I'm just working stuff out live on stream. Oops. Oopsie. I therapist to chat. And knowing is half the battle. The more you know. Ha! Also, hi, Sal. Man, I'm glad me and my best pal Fiorane will be best pals forever. And nothing will happen to either of us. This will be great. With the two of us, we'll be unstoppable. Friendship. Yeah. Also, her haircut is very cute. Tired. Well, I hope you get some rest soon, Sal. Or maybe frustrated. Those can be the same thing.
Would you look at that?
Could you not have waited for our return at least?
It's not like I don't trust your skills or anything. It's just I can't sit here and wait for you all day. I've got to.
I guess there's no point in stopping him now. We should await his report. It's all yours.
Very rude. Or do the butterflies make moon noises?
To wait.
What? Why?
Do it later. Up there.
There he is.
Hey, move!
Oh, he looks all shades of fucked up.
Let's go!
I got this guy. Uh-oh. This is unfortunate. Yeah, Fiorane, you got this. Fiorane, no. Oh, well. Make a friend, and they're dead. I did for Umbrella, Sal. And then I found this thing as I was leaving the mansion. Isn't that weird? I never get a break. Forever, right? Yeah, forever. Oh, hey, Fiorane, you're alive. Kind of? Maybe?
I'll be all right.
The only people who say that are people who aren't going to be alright. Well, at least lunagaaron's gone. Lunagaar gone. I apologize. I mean, I don't apologize, you know. Because I'll do it again. Oh lord, I forgot how many monsters they did add in this DLC. And how many we haven't seen. Bahari, report. Well, other than almost getting ripped to shreds and or eaten by Malzeno, We're okay. Pio, you sure you're okay? I said that without actually knowing if you were. It's nothing, really. Minor flesh wound, and I promised the Admiral I would behave myself. It's just a scratch, and it hardly even hurts anymore. It's only turning a dark purple around the area. Good. Glad to see you're safe as well, Del. I don't really care about you, but you know. Malzeno's finally graced the scene. He must be eliminated immediately. We will put an end to this. Hold it, Admiral. I'm not on board with taking out Malzeno. Not yet, at least. Yeah, this whole situation all started with monsters from our kingdom pushing into new territory. Their ultra-aggressive behavior started with that. I don't know the exact cause, but it's starting to look like it came from those curio bites. And now we've got Malzeno thrown into the mix. One thing's pretty obvious. Do the honors, Fio. Malzeno has been using the curio to drive other monsters to this hyper-aggressive state. Why? We don't know yet. But at least now there's a clear link between the aggressive behavior, Malzeno, and the curio. And we gotta thank you, Dill. We never have come this far without your help. My brain is shutting down as I'm trying to read. No more reading. Meeting adjourned. Nope. Request. Deliver 3 bismuth prisms. That's at the volcano. Let me see what we got here. Got that, and that. Up. Lava caverns. Actually, I might want to go there. Sandy plains. No more reading. Only exactly. Thank you. Gold gets it. Capture 1 Magnum Olo. Everyone wants me to deliver. Everyone wants me to get them rocks. Alright. Okay, I think we're all set. Wait, let me peek around here. Does anyone need anything? No? Okay. Where you read to hit monsters? Isn't that typing of the dead? I'm pretty sure there is a game like that. Not going. I have to come forward with you, Sal. I think you've described an existing game. Also, that fucking Palico literally just gave us the quest we were on. What with the Somnicanth and what have you. What am I thinking of? Oh, I need big barrel bombs. Big barrel bombs. Big balls of gas. All right. Yeah, you have to. Well, now you're Sal. Now you're talking about "Hey, you Pikachu." Honestly, Sal, I think they've tried every configuration of this already. No, that's there. How dare you say that about "Hey, you Pikachu"? The greatest N64 game of all time. The Rathian's fiery breath or the Shogun's centaur's pincer, which is more perilous? I can't stop thinking about it. I can't even sleep at night. Please, could you go figure this out for me? I've already fought both these guys. Why would I need a quest to tell this man what I already know? Honestly, probably, if gun to my head, if I had to pick between getting blasted by a Rathian and getting stabbed by a centaur, I'd probably choose the Rathian. Unironically. Those claws are fucking sharp. I don't know if you've noticed. I have. I've been stabbed by them. I continue to be stabbed by them. If I had a nickel for every time I've been stabbed by a crab, I still wouldn't have enough to pay my hospital bills. But that's America for you. Waka waka. Are you looking up walkthroughs for Hey You Pikachu, Sal? That's wild. I don't know. Because I know that game mostly because Barry streamed it at one point. And I don't know if he made it to the end. Because it definitely isn't a well-controlled game, I'll say that much. I don't know why I'm acting like I'm defending Hey You Pikachu as some kind of legitimately very good game. A hidden gem, if you will. Is Hey You Pikachu actually better than Ocarina of Time? Let's talk about it. I just put that in the thumbnail so people will watch my video essay. Which is really about fucking Nintendo committing tax fraud or something. Does anyone know what that monster is? Hey You Pikachu and Twilight Princess are the same game. Fun fact. Most people know... I need some stuff from these guys. Most people don't know that. But it's true. Gotta get out of here. No, Midna says that to you. Let's make one thing so clear. Midna gets rid of Link. Because she knows it's what's best for him. But I won't have people coming out here saying that it was Link's doing. That would be untrue. Lord, maybe I should do this after like we marathon some Zeldas. Let me ask y'all something. Maybe this is how we kind of start off 25. I'm genuinely curious. What would y'all think about the idea of like me playing a bunch of Zeldas, and then we do a stream where I make my own custom Zelda timeline based on like what I think would be the proper order for those games to go in. You know? Like Gamelon, get the fuck out. Well, I guess we won't be doing that because I won't be playing Wand of Gamelon. So that is unfortunate, but apparently Sal has already vetoed the idea. You tick me off now. I don't know if this is a popular opinion or not. I was just thinking about this as we were fighting this guy. But especially after playing Generations, the thing I like in Monster Hunter and would want more of from the series is like basically give me hunts with a monster where it's like just hunting that monster by itself in every location it can appear in, and then give me one where it's paired up with a bunch of different monsters that are some kind of like thematically appropriate or what have you. Like, I know it's effectively the same as if, per se, I just did the same quest with the same monster over and over again. But I don't know. I like the feeling of many hunts hunting the same specimen, with the exception of like an elder dragon or what have you. That I completely understand and even support. Like, no, one time, oh, you reach me up in the air. That's horse bonicles. Oh my, really? Uh-oh. Fucking... I never catch a break. Hello, Roggies. Let's go!
Let's go. Start begging for mercy.
You know, I have talked many times by now about like English voice actors in Monster Hunter, given that that's not how the series started, and you know some people don't like it that way, and I leave it on English, right? And I kind of prefer having English voices to my Monster Hunter characters. But man, sometimes my hunter says stupid stuff. So I do get when people are like, no, I'm turning it off. Really? He said, I'm going to knock you out of the air twice. Check this out. I have 2 claws to knock you out of the air with. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, if we're just comparing Shogun Claws to Rathian Fire Breath, I'd rather take the Rathian. The crab intimidates me more. I do like the little sounds they make. Squishy sounds. I would like him to not do more ground attacks, honestly. Then we got a Rathian to take down after this. Sir, please. Please, I have an entire other monster. You know I'm a big fan of Crab. I really need you to calm down right now. You know, speaking of other monsters. I can 100%. I can just take it to the Rathian already. If that is an option. Works for me! I do not know why fucking Raknikadaki had to be here right now, but... Just a monster hodgepodge, apparently. There we go. 2 birds, 1 stone! Works for me! Lord, it is messy in this. It is hot in the kitchen. And I do not know if I can handle this heat. That being said, I am getting the Rathian to just kill the Centaur. That kind of works. Oh, there we go. Hey, Rathian. Consider. Flash bomb? Oh, that didn't work. Flash bomb. How are you avoiding these? That's more like it. Yeah, she's all. This is. Ma'am, I'm gonna be honest, you're already easier to fight than the crab. And maybe it's because I immediately used a flash mob. A flash mob? A flash bomb on you. And also because I wore you down using 2 other monsters, but... There she goes. Well, that kind of worked out. Somehow. You know, it's not 100% of the time things go my way, but when they do, it's pretty neat. I was not looking for Raknikadaki stuff, but I'll take it. You know, I feel like at first I didn't get what people wanted Nursilla back so much more than Kadaki, but I kind of do. It's weird. I kind of feel like Nursilla's more just more spidery than Kadaki. They say 60% of the time things go my way every time. Hi, ma'am. Check this out. Cool trick. I am glad I have earplugs in. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, I could use earplugs in throughout more of my daily life. And that's not even a slide against people talking to me. Sometimes people are just loud. Fucking at work today, a lady just threw a big container, a big metal container into a closet as I was passing by it. And I do mean like she threw it. To have a spider to for that would be very cool. I don't know how territorial spiders get. I'm pretty sure. I do think spiders fight each other. But I don't know the in-world relationship between different species of spider. Or even different singular spiders. Stop breathing fire. I already told you. The crab claws were worse. This place serves pretty good crab claws, but its hot sauce is terrible. Ow. I do loving. I do love having free meal as a skill. I love every time it activates. Gives me a little happy chemical in my brain.
Here comes the pain.
And earplugs are pretty handy too. Because honestly, I don't need to get blown out of the air more than I already am. Oh lord. Antidote. I was trying to think of like animals in the real world that have poison claws. Like, you know, not just a stinger, but straight up like poisonous talons. And legitimately, I don't know if you guys think like this. The only one I could think of was the platypus, who have poisonous barbs on their hind legs, if I'm not mistaken. Which is wild to think about, not just because, you know, apparently platypi are poisonous animals on top of everything else. There aren't that many. That's what I'm saying, right? I am sure that's the case, no matter how much we see that kind of trope in fictional creatures. And the fact that one of the only real-life examples I can think of being the platypi, which is kind of hilarious, because this isn't a platypus.
I'm going after it.
You don't want to have white claws. Is that a joke? Is that a joke, what with the beverage, Sal? I'm laughing. I legitimately was just like, is that a joke about the alcoholic fucking seltzer water? Or is Sal saying that nails count as the only instance of white claws in the animal kingdom? I don't know if there's a better way, and I didn't intend to do this, but I don't know if there's a better way to shut down puns than just straight up being confused at what the person is trying to say. And honestly, if anything, I apologize to Sal about that. I'm just a little dumb. All of chat goes a little bit. Oh, this is a load of barnacles. I heard that.
You kick me off now.
No, ma'am, let me bonk you on the head. It's my favorite activity.
Here comes the pain.
You're not really thinking about my feelings right now, Rathian. Think about how good I'll feel once you're dead. Kazu. Well, we all know we appreciate Kazu around here. Oh lord, I don't appreciate being poisoned. Ow. Oh, she's running. She's running all over the place. There we go. Ah. Bonk! Bring the hammer down. Boom! Hammer time. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, is she gonna land on a mine? Oh, I really thought she was. It would have been it would have been a little hilarious. She did get knocked out of the air, though. So that part, that worked out for me. One more bonk. For the road. Oh, hey, a mantle! I was looking at my... I was looking at blue sky. Well, that's fun. I was coming here for the crowd. Thank you, Miss Raffian. A gentle kiss for you. Mwah. Away I go. On to my next adventure. Yeah. Look at me. Oh, and rubies. Several rubies. Well, that's nice. Oh, I needed one of these. Actually, no, I only got one of those. I think I need 2 of them. Unfortunate, but I'm sure we'll see more soon. Lord, I forgot about Lava Almadron. I want to change my name to Several Rubies. That is a pretty good name. Let me look at this. I am probably going to need a bunch of Rathalos stuff eventually. So, let's see about that. Let's see about that later. And what is Rathalos week? What is Rathalos week 2 and that I own? Yeah, honestly, to some degree, I kind of just want Wild's roster to be this game's roster, with some of the new monsters plopped on top. I would be more than okay with that. Okay, Rathalos and Rathian are both decently weak to lightning bludgeoning. Good news for Cahill. Works out. Because this is one of my better weapons. Yeah, I'll just order the usual. Give me the huge. Honestly, I was also... I never did it. But as a kid, I was one of the people who fell for the idea that when you go to a restaurant, you can say, give me the usual. And, you know, they'll bring something to you. Which, you know, isn't the case. And from what I've heard, waiters don't like you doing that. I mean, I can definitely only imagine. I'm awful with names and faces. So if anyone tried that with me, it's guaranteed not to work. Especially not as I'm running around trying to get other people their food. So, I think TV needs to be barred from trying that ever again. You just give you the crap at the bottom of the fryer, like, because there's a decent chance that that waiter is not going to know what you're talking about. There's like a 90% chance. Because even if you're on friendly terms with the waiter and you've seen them a bunch, one, that doesn't mean they'll recognize you in that moment during like a lunch rush or whatever. And two, fucking it doesn't mean they remember what you order often. Like, you'd have to be ordering that. The frequency with which you'd have to go to a restaurant, have the same waiter, maybe waiters, but that exponentially increases the amount of time you have to go to the restaurant. Have the same waiters over and over again, ordering, and I'm not joking, the same. You can never deviate. Not once can you deviate. If you order anything different from your one meal, you have to start all the math resets. Like, the amount of times you have to do this is absolutely insane. There's no way. There's literally no way. I think usually what happens in movie regulars are in often enough to have the usual. Well, you're not wrong, Paula, but like, that's why I feel like, you know, that's why I feel like it's disingenuous on TV or the movies part. Because, like, you're not wrong that I think the setting is typically like a small town diner and everyone knows each other. But that's definitely not what people are thinking when they try to apply that in real life. Like, it should be outlawed just because, like, you shouldn't be allowed to portray this in a movie anymore, because even if you outline the situation in extreme detail in which it is okay to ask for someone to bring you your usual, people aren't going to listen because people are illiterate. Fucking most people watch Fight Club and their takeaway is, wow, I want to start a Fight Club. And heck, I don't even have the authority to say that because I haven't seen Fight Club. But literally just from cultural osmosis, I've been led to believe that most people watch Fight Club and come away thinking Fight Club is cool. Or the point of Fight Club is Fight Club isn't cool. I want a good best friend like Fight Club had. Or like the main character of Fight Club had Mr. Fight Club. And your friend the Breakfast Bunch. Those are weird movies. I did not get the connective tissue. Because, you know, you start with Breakfast Bunch, which is obviously the before school club that everyone goes to. And you watch that and you're like, okay, that's cool. But then you go watch Fight Club and it's just like, well, none of these are the same characters and the tone is dramatically different. You mean Breakfast Club? Breakfast Bunch, yeah. The movie Breakfast Bunch. I do love, like, right now, we're on the Citadel, right? We're at the Citadel map, and Lunagaaron is here. And I'm sure to some degree, Capcom is like, yeah, they'll love it when lunagaaron pops up and they can hunt the new hotness, the new cool monster we've added. And meanwhile, it's like, no, I'd rather fight Rathalos. You know Rathalos, Capcom? The guy who's been in every Monster Hunter? Yeah, I prefer fighting him right now. I don't know of the Breakfast Club, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was a separate movie. I am doing a bit, Paula, to be clear. Because I did originally forget the name of the movie Breakfast Club. But then I just kind of kept going with it. You hate Rathalos' stupid stomp? I can understand that. But when I think about his wife, and how she'll just poison me with her tail, given no notice. We've had this conversation before on stream, I believe. Yeah, I really prefer Rathalos. Also, minor wilds talk for a minute. I do love that not only did they have to officially confirm that Rathalos will be back in Wilds, but furthermore, I believe they had to separately confirm that Rathian will also appear. And I know I was talking at one point about like palette swaps and alt modes not counting as different monsters. But regardless, I fucking... Yeah, I would think if Rathalos or Rathian, either of them have singularly confirmed to be in a game, then it confirms that the other will be in that game. They seem like a package deal. Hi, lunagaaron. Leave. I've definitely seen parts of Breakfast Club. I haven't seen all of it. I'm going to say I think it's a little past the cultural zeitgeist. It's a good movie. But I don't think people are still thinking about it on their day-to-day. For a lot of reasons, honestly. You know, as I was working today and I was passing different TVs in the hospital, which were playing pretty consistently different media from the 90s, I was reminded of something I was thinking of when I was playing Resident Evil. Which is that I was thinking of. Paul, the last time I thought about the ending song to Breakfast Bunch, it was because it was in that one Chips Ahoy commercial. But anyway. Uh-oh. Looks like your old buddy Gale's in a bit of trouble in a sticky widget. But yeah. 90s is late 80s to late 90s. I think is kind of a really good time to set stories. And I don't think that's just because of nostalgia. But I think it is in part due to the fact that it is right before you can, like, whenever characters face a problem, you can't just be like, well, why not just use your cell phone? Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, Gen Z and their phones. I'm legitimately saying there is a legitimate point to be made that many things could be solved by using a cell phone or Google. And if you just set your story in a time before those were invented, then you don't gotta worry about it anymore. That's fun. Also, I love how Paula talked about the ending song to Breakfast Club, and all I could think of was the Full House song. which is not at all the same thing. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a heart. Somebody here. There. You know what? I'll hunt lunagaaron again. I'll just set him on fire a little bit and then ram the hell into him.
Ed, stay down. Who's up for walking?
Too many cooks. That is also a good sitcom song, Sal. Too many cooks, 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 too many cooks. It takes a lot to make a stew. A pinch of love and some lemon too. We'll make things right. And you got too many cooks, too many cooks. Honestly, I legitimately think that me forgetting the lyrics to Too Many Cooks is actually pretty in line with the plot to the short horror film Too Many Cooks. Like, if we're being honest, you could probably just make another one of those. And instead of what happens in the first Too Many Cooks, you know, you alternatively just make it so that the people forget what they're singing for 10 minutes. Like, the film manages to stay just like an uncanny montage for a sitcom intro, but the singers start having issues, which you can audibly hear. That'd be a good follow-up. Because everyone would be looking for what's going on in the film. They might not even... Oh, fucking Anjanath. Do you guys have a turf war? You do! A proper turf war. Damn, Rathalos kind of wrecks Anjanath's shit. I have bad news for Rathalos though. That gives me certain abilities. The better Rathalos does against Anjanath, the worse off my fight will. The worse off he'll be against me. Knock him out again. Knock him out again. Knock Rathalos out again. Damn, I hit him a lot on the head. And he did not go for it. I am currently whiffing all my shots on Rathalos' head. I was trying to get out of the path of his fire. Even if there wasn't well, we were talking about sitcom intros, Paula, and I haven't seen much of Alf myself, but that's the one that connects with you. Then I'm not going to begrudge you. Alf is your spirit sitcom, Paula. You know, it happens. Oh Lord, he's doing a lot, and I do not have too much health left. I don't have as much health left as I'd like, given, you know, him going absolutely insane. Is he leaving? No, he's not. Because I want to see if I can use the marionette spider and just really mess him up in this area. Oh, well, I completely whiffed the marionette spider. I did not mean to. I think I was just trying to, move, dodge, duck, and weave. Accidentally threw my spider away. I'm glad it moved somewhere else. Give us a breather. You've got to be kidding me. Leave me alone. Okay, he's going somewhere else. Give me a breather. Lunagaaron has entered the chat. Oh, hey, I didn't share this in the public Discord. Not on this one, Tabs Wolfie. Not to be rude. I appreciate the inquiry. But I mean, I don't even know how much longer I'll be going, and I'm just kind of getting through things myself. If that's all right. But thank you for the offerings. Thank you for stopping by. Oh yeah, what I was gonna say is I actually, so there's not too many things I can trace back to my like legitimately early childhood. You know, like when I mentioned like I've been to a lot of schools, it's because my family moved a lot. We moved like 4 times, or over my adolescent life, right? So there were many times where I lost things or my parents just got rid of them, yada yada. One of the weird things I have managed to hold on to and have insisted on holding on to, despite my parents' protests, is a small CRT. Now, when I say small, like, it's decently chunky. It could, like, fit over someone's head if the need arises. But, you know, compared to, like, your typical television screen, it's not too big. But one, I used to watch shit on that so much as a kid. And then 2... so, you know, nostalgic reason for keeping it. And 2, nowadays, I have a bunch of consoles, like retro consoles, whose main mode of output is still AV. And that television, it's a CRT that has AV cables. So I'm like, yeah, I'll use this for old games now. I shared it with Stealth, and they were like, are you gonna play Melee? I was like, I could. Heck, that retro game store I go to had a copy of Melee in its window. So, you know, if you want to see a stream of that, feel free to donate. But anyway, one of the reasons I'm bringing this up after we were talking about sitcoms and Paula was talking about, like, you know, them thinking of random ones, is the other thing I've held on to is a treasure trove of VHS tapes. So this is not necessarily a small trinket I have. It is a decent bag of luggage to haul around, but I like it, and I like having it in my library. Tell me how much Silent Hill sells for. Let me see. Let me look up the store I go to, which I will not which I will not say on the air, because while I'd like to support them, I don't need to tell people where I live. Silent Hill 2 PS2. That sells for $129 and is out of stock. What about Silent Hill? What if I just search Silent Hill, because they did have multiple options. So if you want to go here and get some of these, Sal, you could get Silent Hill for PS1 for $99, which they do apparently have. Silent Hill Downpour for $49, Silent Hill 3 for $150, or you could get Silent Scope for $7. So, you know, if you want any of those. Trend 9 is not bad. Have Mega Man Legends 1 or 2? Well, time to look up that up. That I know, if I know one thing, I have not gotten into the Legends side of Mega Man specifically. If I know one thing, that's going to be a pretty fucking penny. Mega Man Legends. Search for Mega Man Legends. They do not appear to have Mega Man Legends. I apologize to tell you. I love how I joked. It's like, you know, if anyone wants to help me get a game, and then they're like, wait, no, Cahill, shut up. Do they have this game for me? Legend 2 is pretty rare. But anyway, so I'm talking about the VHS shit. A lot of the ones we still have are Sal, I'm going after Rathlos. I'm sorry. I'd love to browse retro games with you, but there is still a Rathalos on the loose. I feel that. Well, that's why I hang on to so much stuff, Paul. Legitimately. Over the years, I'm just like, you know, people are always saying these are worth money. But a lot of the VHSs I still have are like old Disney movies. Of them, one of the ones I'm glad to have is a Winnie the Pooh VHS. Just because that was what I watched all the time as a kid, and it still works. So I'm just wildly thankful for that. What was I thinking of? But you know what else I have? I have a VHS, which is a collection of Scooby-Doo cartoons, which is pretty cool already. Classic Scooby-Doo cartoons. And it actually comes with a Powerpuff Girls episode on it. So I do somehow have several episodes of Scooby-Doo and Powerpuff Girls. Yui! Thank you! Yeah, I have a couple Golden Age Scooby-Doo episodes and a singular Powerpuff Girl episode on VHS. I do, Yui. Shout out to Yui. What were you playing? Yui and... Oh, Shout Hour. The classic Scooby-Doo characters, the Powerpuff Girls. Ironically, one of the few characters they did not use, Scooby-Doo has not crossed over with. Castlevania. Oh yeah, you did raid after playing that before. I hope you enjoyed it. Heck, we're trying to hunt a Dracula right now. We'll see if we get to him tonight. But welcome on in, Raiders. If you don't know me, I'm Cahill, an artist. I like to play games here. Play everything from your platformers to your action adventure games. And right now, we're playing some good old-fashioned Monster Hunter. You know, Sunbreak, because that is it's vaguely Halloween-y. It is tangentially Halloween-y with the three, you know, main monsters being classic horror movie based. Very loosely. Ow. Stop hurting me, sir. Correct. The wolf... We got rid of Frankenstein yesterday, and the Wolfman was kicking my ass just earlier today. But right now, we just got to get through this one monster. Rathalos, I think it is. I don't know. I played a couple Monster Hunters, but I haven't seen him before, so I'm not really familiar with his fight. He seems cool, though. Oh, that's cool, Sal. Yeah, their work was... You shared that with me. His work was super cool. Love getting to meet an artist we admire. It's always fun. One of the best things about Comic-Cons. Fighting this Monster Hunter monster, I think its name is Rattata. Ow. Uh-oh. I am in trouble. I'm in a lot of trouble. That is gross, Sal. But it is also connected to what we're doing right now, so. Honestly, I don't mind cinematic universes if they're done well and the individual movies are good. But that hasn't been the case for the MCU for a while. So, not to get on my high horse, but genuinely. Can he, sir? Please go to sleep already. Go to your eternal sleep, Mr. Ratalos. I really shouldn't hang out near his claws. Given, you know, their whole shtick.
Brace yourself. You can take me off now.
That was a little, I overestimated that jump. I'll be the first to admit. I need healing. I need healing. Oh, yeah, Finite Run is absolutely... I remember back when they said that, I remember hi, Stealth! Stealth quickly. Pay for my copy of Melee. No. I'm joking about, I need to not joke about that, because I have enough games right now, so I need to not even joke about it. Anyway. But yeah, I remember when they used to say the MCU would be done with Endgame. And I miss those days. I miss it when they had a real plan. Correct. Fucking, you know, before I play Smash on GameCube, I should really just get to my copy of Pikmin. Because that's been staring at me. Especially with the fucking Don to Don opening. And everyone Pikmin posting about it. I might have a copy, actually. Heck yeah. Paul, I mean, talk about rare shit. Fuck, I have no doubt people probably keep tabs on physical copies of Melee like they're an endangered species. Given its unique place in kind of like the fighting game community. Is that rare? It was like, it was, I don't think, it wasn't... We're looking this up for Paula. Because I'm curious compared to the Silent Hill games. Oh, it was $90. See, that's what I wanted to be like. It was cheaper than the Silent Hill games we were just talking about, but it was still decently expensive. Yeah, but like, I imagine people keep their pieces of, like, let me compare it to a different nerd thing real quick. The original lightsabers from Star Wars were made with a type of battery as their base that doesn't exist anymore. So nowadays people look for and keep tabs on those remaining batteries so they can make like accurate Star Wars props. And I imagine Melee fills a similar role in that Nintendo's not fucking printing it now. They're not re-releasing it, they're not doing anything. So for tournaments and what have you, people make sure to carefully handle their I mean, that's why I'm legitimately into game preservation and shit like that for those kinds of reasons. Granted, I'm not the biggest fan of multiplayer things just because of stuff like that, where it's just like, well, you kind of, you have a lot more work goes into preserving a multiplayer experience than a single player experience. But yeah. You have two Stealth. You have 2 copies of Melee. Do you actually? This will not end with with me being like, can I have? No, I'm just that it both shocks me, and also is so in line with what I know about you, Stealth. The Pokemon GameCube games for whatever reason. Yeah, I mean any Pokemon game is expensive for very similar reasons. Pokemon apparently does not feel like re-releasing them ever.
Yeah, hi, I do have 2. Also, I can't answer you in chat because I'm hunting right now.
Oh, that's completely fair. I mean, that's legitimately that's cool stuff. I feel like I would joke. I don't know if you're still here. I feel like I would joke about people being like, "Yeah, send me your rare shit." But one, again, I've said this before. I think I do not want to give out my address. And 2. No, for the same reasons I was talking about with my VHS shit. I do like, I don't want to take your cool old memorabilia. Like if you're like, no, I like this and I'm taking care of it, then fucking hang on to it. Absolutely. If anything, much like the GameCube I now have, I would only say give it to me if the other option is throw it in the garbage. Yeah, I have a working 1980s Pac-Man cabinet. My 2 options for it right now are give it to my friend or throw it in the trash. Well, then probably give it to your friend. Heck yeah, Beba. I have asked about that before, being like, is that a good single-player game? I don't know how much use I'll get out of my GameCube if I only get multiplayer games for it. Does the GameCube have internet? Is that up right now? Is GameCube internet up right now? Can I read AO3 through my GameCube? Stealth knows. That was the grunt of a man who knows. Multi did not use it. That is even more hilarious than the answer of it does. Nintendo shut it down. That was my largest Rathalos, apparently. Also, Stealth, how's your day been?
It's been a day.
Oh, I feel that. My day started good and then deteriorated quickly. So, that's fun.
It could have been much less of a day, and that would have been okay too.
That is exactly what I'm worried. I am. Hey, I don't know if you get this, Stealth. I don't know if this is a thing in the lawyer business. I am so. I think I might strangle the next person who says this to me. I'm really tired of me being like, yeah, it's been busy lately, and people saying, well, that helps the day go quicker, right? It's like, no. It's like pulling teeth out individually. I don't know why you think that. Does that happen to you? How about I slam you with work? You tell me how fast the day goes. Like, Lord in heaven.
You are now in the Tsukuyomi of more work.
Yeah, fucking honestly. Someone says that to me, I go, domain expansion. Oh, another second mantle in a row and a Rathalos Ruby. That's nice.
You're nice.
Thank you. You know, it is fun when when Cahill Monster Hunter luck comes in on stream, because I can talk about that as much as I want, and it is only provable once it happens in front of me. All right, this is where Fiorine dies. I'm gonna miss her.
And when I do see it, it makes me want to shoot you.
I'm sorry.
because the stuff you get, you'll use like maybe 1/5 of it.
I'm gonna use the mantle to make some palico armor.
Also, I have an important announcement.
Furane is dead?
No, someone very special is joining my guiding lands.
Who is that?
Has returned.
Black Jesus.
Oh! I do not like Monster Hunter first person view. It feels weird.
Hey! Someone get help!
Oh,
What's up?
that sounds horrible.
Yeah, well, they were just like, have you ever wanted to see Chiche with your own eyes? And I'd be like, I wasn't really thinking of it, actually.
Not even remotely.
Stealth, question. Your opinion on a thing you definitely don't care about. Do you think Elgato is part of Dundorma, and thus Chiche is the princess of Dundorma?
Not once have I even remotely thought of that.
I told you. He told you it's something you don't think of or care about.
You know what? As advertised.
Games are stored under a bunch of stuff, and I don't care enough to dig them out right now. What's up?
There's no way. His
I'm-
wound messages you are forgiven.
Oh my lord, okay. Well, this is wildly upsetting. Oh, I have to go back to Kamura. Kamura. Maybe if I want... Yeah. Yeah, I love how I didn't even have that as an option, talking about, like, fucking fate for old school games. It's... it's be thrown out, be treasured by Cahill. You can't sell them and get rich yourself. You don't get to do that. No. No, absolutely. If you're like, wow, I have a copy of Pokemon Ruby that I'm not playing, and it is $300. I'm going to sell my copy of Pokemon Ruby.
I'll take it from here.
I'll take it from here. I like that they have like a quest that takes you in between Elgato and Kamura. I don't like that you just have to fast travel for that. You know? It's just like, in order to save our friend, Hunter, you're going to have to travel back to your hometown and find the one person who might know the secrets to cure them. And then you press a button and you're there. Oh my. I heard that Rondane sister, Fjordine, was injured. Oh, he got him mixed up. What's up?
I didn't know knockout attacks could cancel your Spirit Helmbreaker,
Oh.
which was really funny.
Stealth question. If you do not have a, what's it called? If you don't have earplugs in Monster Hunter World of any kind, can powerful roars like knock you out of your clutch claw, or does that not work like that?
Well, yes. You mean like you're latched onto a monster?
Yeah, or are in the process of getting latched onto a monster.
Yeah, it'll just like it's better for you if you're like aerial stunned. You have less recovery,
Gotcha.
but you will get stunned still.
Wire bugs work decently different from Clutch Claw or whatever they're about. 'Cause I have seen Wild's gameplay. It is the Clutch Claw again. You know, not bouncing around like Spider-Man, but instead...
Yippers!
25? Thank you, Greg. Thank you for 25 months. That's over 2 years. I am an old man. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the bunny emote. But what was I just thinking of? But yeah, like you're not in Wild. You don't seem to be Spider-Manning around. Instead, you appear to be like zipping to the monster, and I'm okay with that. I'm excited because again, I haven't played World before, and I'd love to get to experience that version of it. Especially because honestly, That's probably a more efficient way of hunting monsters than anything else. But I do like me some wire bugs. Urgent quest. Astalo. Damn it. Astalos is weak to ice, isn't he? Because he's a
Yes.
bug.
No, he's not a bug.
He is a bug.
No.
Well, only bugs are weak to ice, so, like, I don't know what you want me to tell you.
Bugs are not weak to ice type.
Are bugs not weak to ice type in Pokemon?
Correct.
That's wild.
Do you
I don't.
really want to give bug types more weaknesses?
That's fair. But also, winter kills every bug. So that's how I'm just like, wait a minute. No, you hold on there 1 second.
I have been wanting to be a blacksmith ever since I was little.
I am holding on. What's up?
Something of an expert at this point. Don't worry,
I do not have materials to make my
get started.
ice hammer better, so there's that. But man. Anyway, here's my Butterfree. Go to sleep. 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 Are you asleep yet?
Oh shoot.
Oh, it worked. Good job, Butterfree. Butterfree.
Uses my sleep defense gun.
Oh. I mean, it's a good thing to have. I can't deny that. I keep saying this, but my other brothers, we can't deny it. I think I'm just gonna bring Crab Hammer. Also, let me see if I can make Rathalos armor now. I can make exactly 0 Rathalos armor. I need to cut his tail at one point and kill some Yorktar. Sounds like a Lord of the Rings villain. But I do need the mantle for my girdle, so that works.
See you soon.
Stealth, what do you think of my girdle? Be honest.
I don't think.
That's a good answer.
I'm off the clock. I think as little as possible.
Oh lord. Me when Monster Hunter is expecting me to read. Reload all the stuff I literally emptied out of my pockets. My pockets! Give me 7 drugs. Yes, hello. I am not a cop, and I'd like to purchase several of your drugs. So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Okay, so I am an investigator, right? Not a cop, because a cab. I'm an investigator, correct?
Of the private bride.
Maybe. And I'm wearing a wire, right?
Uh-huh.
And I look, and I'm on the couch with my friend, who's under suspicion for whatever have you. And I look at them and I say, "Hey, would you like to go commit a crime?" And I say that exactly, and they say yes. Is that entrapment?
You're not a member of law enforcement.
Ah, that's a good point. Am I gonna get in trouble when they go commit the crime?
I mean, you are sort of aiding and abetting by encouragement.
No, okay. So here's the exact things. I've been hired as a PI, and that's kind of funny because it's like P, right? And I'm wearing a wire, and I look at my friend who they're suspicious of, and I say, "Hey, you want to go commit a crime?" And they say, and I say that's exactly what I say, and they say yes. I stay on the couch. They get up and go commit arson. Am I complicit in that?
This is a ridiculous hypothetical.
Well. So thanks to you, we know
I mean, all you've done is ask them.
Ask them if they think crime is cool.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really doing anything to just be like, hey, that's a good idea. I definitely like you should definitely go set that building on fire.
For all we know, they were scheduled for arson that minute, and I just my thing was coincidence.
The effect will endure until death. An example of its violent, murderous nature.
Poor Roggy
The poem.
got killed by a bug.
Are sacrificed, it will never subside. As if the copious amounts of blood it sheds can never be matched.
Astalos does kind of strike me as the angriest of the four, and that's saying something because his friend is a knife T-Rex. So,
Counting on you.
anyway, Stealth, I don't know if I've asked you this stupid Monster Hunter question before that you definitely also haven't thought about. But let me ask it to you now, because I'm curious. Where do you place... What kind of monsters do you place Magnamalo next to in terms of power and hierarchy in your mind? When you're facing him down, like, what other monster would you be equally as intimidated or, like, take as seriously?
Regular Nergy.
Nergigante?
Yeah,
See,
regular Nergy.
See, I was thinking about that, but that's what got me fucked up when I was like, wow, Rise is short. Like, Magnamalo shows up so quick, because I guess Nergigante shows up early in World, too, in terms of, like, in the world, and in the Monster Hunter world and everything.
Greg does have a good point.
What's that?
And that Magnamalo is a kitty.
Yeah, he is a kitty. Yeah.
Just like terror incarnate, which is what Ivy Cat says.
Evil behind the eyes.
And in front.
Do you put
Evil
Nerg...
everywhere.
Now let me... And this is just... This is for my own thing. This is not necessarily like some kind of empiric thing. Would you put Nergy on the same level as, say, Devil Joe or Rajang?
Yeah.
Yeah? You
Yeah.
seemed incredulous about that, but I will take your answer at face value. If you're like thinking about it, yes.
I feel like Nergigante is a level above, but
A level above Rajang?
the both of them.
Damn. See, I would have put Rajang and Devil Joe above... Well, I don't know about Nergy because I haven't fought him, but at least above Magnamalo. I used to think...
Well, I'm just thinking about this like role in the ecosystem.
Fair. And do you think Magnamalo fills a similar need? I'm trying to do this one parkour part, which I failed several times before, and I'd rather at least get to the top and fail, rather than fail at the bottom. But you're saying you think Magnamalo fills a similar role in his ecosystem to all of them. Kitty.
That is a good point.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Because, also, I'm the fucking... apparently I can't do that puzzle. Anyway. Because, like, you have your regular, you know, your regular classification systems in Monster Hunter of, like, Fanged Wyvern, yada yada. But I would say, like, Toby Kadachi isn't on the same level as, like, a Zynoger or what have you. It's probably a little below that.
Correct.
So obviously there's a different, like, kind of strength hierarchy there. And I really like Magnamalo. I think he's a super cool monster.
The super cool kitty cat.
And the first time I played Rise, I would have put him very high. But now I'm not sure about that. I said on a different stream that I kind of almost think he's similar to Rathalos. And that, you know, in by default, he's the big guy around town. But then, like, someone else comes in and it's just like, oh, oh no. I do not know how much stake Magnamalo will claim if, like, you know, I don't want to say Devil Joe again. If fucking, like, I guess I could say Kushala de Ora or Teostra comes running around. One of the elders. One of the old men. But yeah. That's just me thinking about things. Because honestly, I kind of like world building in a world with loose guidelines. But you already know I like Dark Souls, so I didn't have to say that. Oh, he's so shocky. Stealth, do you remember the name for the bug class? Not Nursilla, like the actual bugs, like Abelcaw.
Neopterans?
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Because I always just say bug. But yeah, I want Astalos to be classified as a Neopteran. A wyvern-looking Neopteran. See, that's one of those words where I see it spelled out, but I haven't heard it read out before. So my brain just kind of makes a static noise. It just recognizes the word. It doesn't bother sounding it out. I like asking Stealth funny questions, so one more at least. Stealth, you're afraid of spiders, correct?
Incredibly.
What do you think?
I'm the biggest big baby bitch about them.
What do you think about jumping spiders?
Horrifying.
Like, and you know what the ones I'm talking about, right? Like the little fluffy guys?
They are small, they have fangs, 8 eyes, and they fucking jump. Are you kidding me?
No, the jumping part is
jump.
for me it's the appearance completely disarms any spider notions. I'm just like this is wildly adorable actually.
No, fuck that.
But
We are on wildly different wavelengths.
Because I think the peacock spider is also considered and that's what the like the different spiders in Rise are based off of. And I get the jumping part because in relative terms they move unimaginably fast. But again, like I said, their entire appearance is disarming towards me.
Their entire appearance puts me into fight or flight.
I mean, it's understandable.
And it's usually flight. Again, big baby bitch.
I feel like I don't think I've gotten over my arachnophobia. I probably just never had it as deep as you know. I haven't enjoyed the presence of spiders before, but but you are fuck spiders entirely. Get them out of here.
They fill a valuable role, and I wish they do it on the other side of the earth.
I was gonna ask about different spiders, but all of your response, no matter what I have to say about the spider, I wasn't gonna be like, "Are you afraid of this one?" Because fucking obviously. But that's what a phobia is. But I was like, no matter what I have to say about any spider, Stealth is going to say, "Fuck that." What was I just thinking of? Yeah, spiders are wild. You're not scared of snakes, are you?
Not especially.
Okay.
I'm averse to them for the reason being they're dangerous, but
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of them.
I mean, statistically, snakes are wildly more dangerous than spiders. Because, for spiders, if I want to be the peacock spider is cute, I can be and fucking 99% of spiders in the world cannot hurt you. So, don't be afraid of this thing. But for snakes, it's just no. Snakes can hurt you, and some of them can do it pretty good. I just think a lot of snake species are also... certain snake species are very cute, I think. Definitely not any form of viper. That's usually where I draw the line. But they can be fun little guys. Oh my goodness. You know what and obviously I'm not getting a pet now when I don't necessarily have the means to properly take care of it, and not when I'm already already doing what I can for Oz. But man, I was looking at birds. Birds are great and they're fluffy and they're cute. and they're friendly, and they live, like, as long as a human, so then you don't have to worry about that part. Stealth acquire a parrot.
No, I'd rather you acquire Parrot.
That's fair. It would be very funny if I did get an actual parrot. I mean, I was looking at conures, but if I got an actual parrot, and then someone... Hello? I think I think I just ran headlong into an electric fence several times over, and I said, why isn't it working?
Yeah, with stream delay, that is what I witnessed, yeah.
Yeah. Listen, well, in my defense, I wasn't doing it not aware of the electric fence, but because I had already fucking Spider-Man my way over there, and the game interpreted that me as trying to force my way through said fence, which obviously ended it pretty badly. So, poor timing all around.
Rise
Also,
made old maps really cool.
I was saying that yesterday. This map is super pretty.
This is my favorite and probably obvious example of that. But
Yeah. What was I thinking of? I was thinking, I was like, could they make a Monster Hunter Generations 2 in which is not to be like, here's a collection of old Monster Hunter games. Rather, they kind of do what they did here in Rise, where it's just like, hey, you know how we've massively changed how Monster Hunter has worked over the past few years? Here's classic maps and villages in that, like, reimagined style with new monsters. Kind of like your Pokemon Soul Silver to your Pokemon Silver. I think that would be cool. The only... Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Oh my lord! Heal! Drink several potions at once!
the bug appears to be cooking.
While he is. But yeah, I think... I don't know what, like, village they would use as a hub. Maybe they would make a new village. I think it'd be cool with the idea of bringing back one of the villages. To be like, hey, see? The whole thing's reimagined. Especially because in, like Kimura has, like, a free camera and everything. And in old Monster Hunter, in a village, the camera was fixed. So, that's part of it. Like, make it a real big 3D model is one of my big things. But yeah. Old Monster Hunter redone with new movement, updated models, yada yada yada. I think it would be very neat. IMO. But I'm also not... Thank you! But also, I am not Capcom. And honestly, they've actually done a pretty good job at handling Monster Hunter the last couple of years, so... I will not tell them where to go. I can tell Pokemon to do whatever the hell I want. Because they have no idea what's going on. Especially after those leaks. If I manage to make my way over to Game Freak head offices on that day, like at the specific time, I think I could have assumed control. And no one would have stopped me. They'd be like, okay, I guess this is for the best. I should probably food. You should food. Paula, 100%. Take care of yourself. So, is there a classic game you'd like a remake of? Or at least remaster?
Let me think on that.
Take your time. I already have mine. And honestly, I've been playing Sonic and Monster Hunter in my meantime, but I should boot up my Switch copy of Epic Mickey. It's a good time. My problem with stuff like that, and I've said this before to some extent, is that I don't want to play Epic Mickey pissed off at work. That'll make me sad. So, I end up not playing it as much as other games, even though I probably like it more than a lot of other games.
The
Man,
unfortunate thing is I'd always be kind of scared of what would happen with it because it's sort of like a monkey ball situation where it's just like, yeah, you get your Gen 4 remakes, but they're just remakes, nothing more.
are you saying like Gen 4 Pokemon, or are you saying like that's
Yeah.
what you're afraid of? Oh, okay, gotcha.
I didn't. I was sad that it was just they were just straight remakes, which I mean.
I've expressed happiness about, but I know you don't, and a lot of people don't. Honestly, I've said this for the longest time. Is they probably just should have been ports, is the thing. Like ports of older Pokemon games. And then that would have been better on for several reasons. And why they weren't, who can say? Yeah, the little credit I can give Game Freak, because I didn't realize how much difference apparently there was between Platinum and Diamond and Pearl, is that they did say Diamond and Pearl remakes. So it wasn't false advertising. Also,
Look, I'm not saying that there was any false advertisement. It was as advertised. It was just the advertisement was disappointing.
I still like that. Hey, I got a third mantle. So, anyway, yeah. I mean, I think I just got suckered into it because with like the formula of a lot, of a lot of the Switch Pokemon games, I was just like, yay, DS Pokemon, I am happy. Also, I genuinely enjoyed the Underground. Like, I think they made that super cool. So, I definitely wouldn't definitely wouldn't die on the hill of like, no, the Gen 4 remakes are hidden gems that no one but I understand. I think people understand it perfectly, and called Game Freak out on some bullshit. And that is completely fair.
And I know I'm like one of the 0.2% of players who actually enjoyed it and used it to its fullest.
Who was that?
But where's my fucking Battle Frontier, man?
You get that back here right now. It's with all the other gimmicks. They said
for me and the 0.2 other players who actually played it. I realize it's a stupid request, but I want it.
They said no. We can only do every idea once, and after that, we have to send it to the junkyard. We have to send it to the graveyard, so we can summon.
But you did it twice. 3 times even.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about the old times. Before furries were in charge of Pokemon. Which I can now confidently say, with the leak of Typhlosion fanfiction. I'm sorry, all Pokemon fans. I'd say Typhlosion fans in particular, but you know. Everyone's dealing with the fallout of this. Oh, he's using his lightsaber. Who gave the bug a lightsaber?
Just like you saying, he's not a bug, he's a Jedi.
Bugs can be Jedi. Well, actually, no. The Jedi committed war crimes against bug people. So that's not cool.
Yeah, he bugging.
He only looks bug. Meanwhile, he is Jedi through and through. He likes committing those war crimes, like any good Jedi. Oh my fucking!
There's emotional support war crimes.
I'm not resetting this because we got a fucking Astalos mantle. So.
His war crimes get him through the worst of times.
Emotional support war crimes. Mm-hmm. Me when I'm booting up Sims 3 at the end of a long work day.
Yeah?
I love I love putting people in deep pools that they can't get out of, and watching them piss and shit themselves to death.
That's toxic.
That is, I don't even play The Sims. Deja does, and from what they and the internet tells me, that is how people do it. Lord, you know what war crime simulator I should play at some point? Spore. That would be funny.
Oh, but Till likes that game.
He does like that game. I wasn't even commenting on its quality. I'm just saying that giving something no legs, a mouth, and one eye should probably count as war crime.
And it does, and he does it proudly.
He loves when he does that. Like you said,
It
emotional
legitimately
support.
is his emotional support.
Exactly.
War crime.
I would put this on a lower tier than how I've been talking about, and I think I have also talked about this again, but fucking that's what my streams are. Lower tier than Zamtrios or the Crabs, but it would be really cool if they brought the whole Fate 4 back for Wilds. I think those 4 should be in a game again, altogether. All together now. What was I thinking of? Stealth, there's a Battle Frontier in Fire Red and Leaf Green, right?
No, only Battle Tower.
Battle Tower.
Yeah, and that's in the Stevie Islands.
Because then that might. Oh lord, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, that Bishaton is confined, I guess. Anyway, but I remember seeing a video talking about that, and it's like the goal here is actually to be like quickly, and they showed a way you can do that super easily, because apparently and again I believe it was Fire Red and Leaf Green, in that game you can fucking, is that a, did I get, oh no, I think I walked into lightning. I wasn't looking where I'm going, and I walked into a lightning bolt. But apparently, so in that game, apparently you can trade, in-game trade, for a level 11 Voltorb. And it has the move already on it, Sonic Boom. And the thing about Sonic Boom, is that it does flat damage, and the Battle Tower only puts out Pokemon that matches your Pokemon's highest level. So if you go into that Battle Tower with the Voltorb with a move that can basically one-shot any like level 10 max Pokemon, then you will beat every Pokemon as fast as you can. And they're like, and also if there is something giving you trouble, it also has Explosion, and you use that and just switch out to your last Pokemon. Well, your next Pokemon. So, and I was like, that's pretty cool. That's like the opposite of those Pokemon soft vlog videos I've watched. It's like Pokemon accidentally good design. Accidentally funny. Like, I don't think the devs meant that to happen for that feature, but it is a cool feature nonetheless. IMO. I knocked the bug's tail off. Aibo. Aibo.
Aibo?
Aibo? I wish it was Football Fridays already. I deeply, because I'm going with because I'm going to dinner with family tomorrow, like out of my house, and like that's fine. I am glad to spend time with family, but also the immediate feeling after work, I did it. I did it by accidentally exploding him. Anyway, my immediate feeling after work is always to rot in my bed. So going out immediately afterwards always feels wrong. Up. Grab this. Grab this. Is there like a Bishaten up there? Where is he? He's on the other side of this. But the game is like, no, he's here. Like I said, I don't think he is, actually.
Damn, I got 3 great spirit veins from that one tempered volcano.
Heck yeah. Monster Hunter luck. We love to see it. We will have no luck tomorrow in real life, which is unfortunate, but at least we have Monster Hunter drops. And I've saved a woman from gangrene, which is pretty cool. I forgot this was to track another NPC. Because I forget that's even a thing you do in Monster Hunter. He found the weed.
You seem to be breathing fine. But you could use some extra room. Just a few will do.
He has an owl. Little Kahoot. Stealth, have you ever played Kahoot?
Is that one of those, like, cranium games?
Kind of. It's a quiz game that they typically use in schools. Because you can put in your own name. Gotcha.
Nope.
I was unsure. And then it's fun because they let you put in your own username. And a lot of the students typically do dick butt or what have you. So
I see.
he sees. Which is ironic because he's wearing glasses, so he probably can't see very well.
Wounded her. In that case, we haven't a moment to spare.
You know, I was talking about my nerd. I was talking about so much nerd lore between Legend of Zelda and
Another beginning.
and this.
Such is life.
You know something I would like to track? Every time in a mainline Monster Hunter game where they've been like, oh, a new monster's appeared.
Let us depart for Elgato.
You know what I mean? Because Malzeno...
A new species discovered? Or
Yeah.
something?
Because Malzeno doesn't count in this one, because they're already... They immediately out the gate, it's like, oh yeah, we have these 3 lords around here. It's Malzeno, Gasmagorn... Or not Gasmagorn. Malzeno...
Both
Drangone.
both Divas.
and Lunagaaron. But in like Rise overall, I think they both say that Ibushi, Narwa, and Yasmagorn, all those guys are they're all new species that they hadn't seen before, given their Elder Dragon status. And in Generations, they're Adalcaw. I don't know if Glavenus doesn't count. They already know about Glavenus and all those guys. But yeah, I think there's at least one in every game. But it'd be fun to know which ones they were specifically. So your friend is sick. Yep, she's dying. Well, she's going to die. That's unfortunate. Yep, I liked her too.
That is not very funny, Bunny.
Oh, I legitimately kind of regret skipping. Did he just say that the Curio carry frenzy with them? That's pretty. That. See, this is why I like doing. This is why I like doing the connecting lore. All you Monster Hunter 4 fans, you're creaming in your pants out there. So.
I will
Anyway.
connect nothing. I'm just here to hit.
Yeah. They point me at a guy, and I say yes sir.
Yeah, the only thing I'm connecting is my weapon to this monster's face.
Face and neck, different limbs, tail, definitely tail. Tail first.
I
Alright.
will, in fact, cut this creature's tail with my hammer.
You might say, I don't see how that's possible. Well, you're going to. So, get ready. Alright, let's find someone good to raid. Actually, wait, he might have been streaming for a while, actually. Because I think I saw him Blue Sky. This gentleman started a while ago. And then saw. Wait, is Chen? Did Chen just start, and are they playing Subnautica? Because you know I like me some Subnautica. Give me 1 second. Let's see. I would. Yep. Chen is relatively just into their stream, and they're playing Subnautica, which we're probably going to be coming back to after my vacation, so that'll be fun. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm glad Stealth dropped in. That's always a treat. And I will see everyone later. Bye.